And we are live. Thanks, everybody, and welcome to the bigger show. That's right. It's not the big show. That's on Sunday. This is the bigger show. We've done it once before when we have someone who's unable to make it to our Sunday show. We'll move it to Saturday. And that was the boy who had 7. And sadly, Jeffrey wasn't able to make it because he was at work. But he's actually able to make it this time. So, hey, Jeff, how's it going?
Good, man. How's everybody doing? How you doing, Big Will? Good to see you.
I'm doing pretty good, man. And we have a guest today. Her YouTube and Instagram are the same thing. And I saw her artwork on a video that was suggested by YouTube. And I was like, hey, we got to get this girl on. She only has 74 subs on YouTube.
Yeah, a lot more
It's a lot
talent than any
more
of
than
us.
that. So we
Right.
have Californiablend. How you doing?
Oh,
All right. Who do we have in the chat, Jeff?
Oh, well, so far we've got my boy Stay Puff, 1983, Sean, which is, you know him? I've seen him in pictures with you before, right? Okay. Yes, that's my buddy. We got Caleb, Comic Smurf Murphy. What's up, Caleb? Mr. Garrell, what's up, Mr. Garrell? How you guys doing today? Yeah, so thank you all for joining us. We have Beyonce on the show with us today.
Well, I guess the first question to ask, I know you've already answered it on your channel, but do you mind telling us where you got your name from? Because you're not actually in California, are you?
no, I'm not. So a blend from my 6th grade science class. We created a toothpaste, and we had a contest to see which toothpaste tasted the best. And I came up with the name Californiablend, and then I just started using that for my Instagram name.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, go check her out on Instagram, Californiablend. She's got a YouTube channel. I don't know, did we get her link in the descriptions and
Yep.
all that
She
stuff?
and you are both linked in the description.
Boom, for show. I would just like to say that she also has a link for her art. I don't know if I can put it in the description. I'm gonna try real quick. Oh, that didn't
You
work
can put
good.
it in the chat.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. But yeah, go check her out. Go check her out on Instagram, YouTube, art, all that stuff. Support the community.
So
Awesome.
we said that she was an artist. What do you have a type of art that you prefer, or is there a specialty you have, or how do you view it?
I mainly use just acrylic paint, and my style is inspired by comic art, and I like to do realistic faces sometimes.
Has it always been comic book art, or was there like something else, or what's up with that?
It's kind of always been comic book art. I've always loved superheroes since I was a kid. So.
Nice. Do you have a favorite superhero?
Yes. Well, I have 3. I love Superman, Captain America, and Spider-Man.
Oh, nice. All right. Yeah, Perry. I saw you in a picture with her too. Nice. Yes. Perry Comics, Ed D Comics. Thank you guys for joining us. Marvel Joe.
We got more and more people coming in.
That's awesome.
Do you have a do you read comics as well, or are you a collector by any chance, or is it the artwork that mainly you like to go after?
It's mainly the artwork that I like to go at, but recently I've started to collect a few more comic books, and I've started to read a few series as well.
Okay. Then I'm having some trouble. Jeff, can you hear her fine? I'm having trouble. I think I'm gonna put the camera on you whenever you speak next.
Okay. I can hear.
All right. Well, Jeff, you're the one that's been following her on Instagram a lot longer than I have. I found her on YouTube and then accidentally realized she was on Instagram. What do you want to ask her? You've seen more of her art than I have.
I enjoy her dancing videos too. So she also dances.
Yeah.
Yes, those are good. So you started drawing when you were like 6, or art when you were like 6, right? That's what you said. Did you ever think at that point that there was going to be something you really like going to take you into like a career kind of job, hopefully someday?
Not at all. Normally when I was young, I just drew in my sketchbooks only, and I didn't even sell my artwork. It was one of my friends that asked me to do a commission for them, and that's kind of how I got the ball rolling when I realized I could actually sell my artwork. So.
That's awesome. Like would you say you were at one of the conventions and you sold like 46 pieces of art or something like that? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. So have how long have you been doing the artwork? I mean, every artist starts and they're not that great, and then they keep getting better. But correct me if I'm wrong, but you're still young and you're already pretty amazing. How long have you been doing this?
I've been drawing since I was 6 years old, but I started painting when I was 15, and I'm still trying to develop my painting style. So I'm kind of fresh and new at the painting scene.
Ah, that's cool. You're doing awesome. Like I was looking at your artwork earlier. That Killing Joker up there for sale on your art page is awesome. That's insane. I love that.
Yeah. Now, if someone wanted to buy any of your art, how would they go about doing that? Do you have your own website or?
I do have my own website. It's a long domain. I don't know if I'll be able to drop it.
I put it in the chat too, so.
Yes, you can go to the website, and any of the pieces behind me are available on my website.
Is there anything that you did and you're like, wow, this is so awesome, I can't bear to sell it?
It was actually the Stranger Things painting that I had with the actual lights that light up, but I did sell that, but I was really attached to that. So.
That's cool. I've seen some nice Incredible Hulk work you've done. Some Storm pictures. Those are pretty awesome. Those are my two favorite characters, Hulk and Storm.
Yeah, mine's Wolverine, and I've seen you do a few of those. But the one that I saw lately that you did a whole video on was your Batman, and you did a whole video of how you painted it. Can
Yes.
you talk about what made you want to do that, where he's kind of in silhouette? I mean, it looks kind of creepy. I like it.
Yes. I really like to try different styles of art, so I wanted to try using a palette knife, and I just wanted to create something that was simplistic yet very detailed with the cave, so that's where that came about from.
Okay. Well, while me and Jeff are asking her questions, I'm sure someone in the chat has some, and some of you have actually bought from her and seen her at a convention. Now, you're in Florida, so what conventions have you gone to?
I have gone to PalmCon, Florida SuperCon, and MegaCon.
Have you gone as a vendor to all of them, or have you gone just as an attendee?
I have gone to a vendor as all of them.
Okay.
You do some cosplay too, right?
Yes, just recently I started.
That's just recent. Oh, okay.
Didn't you go to Far From Home in full cosplay?
Yeah, maybe that's what I saw. She was in a Spider-Man outfit.
It was awesome. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. What was it as good as everyone says it is?
It's completely amazing. It was better than Homecoming, so I really love that movie.
That's some high praise right there.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, so I can't say anything. I was behind, man, behind.
Yeah, looks like Stay Puft says MegaCon 2017 was when he first met and purchased art from you.
Yeah.
So he's an old customer.
Yeah, that's.
Let's see. I'm still having trouble reading the chat, Jeff. It's away from me at a bad angle. I haven't.
We got Bob World. Bob World, good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. We got John Comics with Kids. He says, hi, gang. Nice to see everyone. Nice to see you, John. Bake the Snake. What's up, Bake? We got Ed D. Good to see you, Ed D. We got Needmo Comics and JP's Budget Collecting. Thank you all for joining us. If you are just catching us, we have an amazing artist with us today on the show as our special guest. Her name is Californiablend, and there's a link to her YouTube channel in the description. I've pasted a couple links to her art shop, and if you're looking for her on Instagram, you can find her at Californiablend. We appreciate having you here today.
Yep. And I was curious. I was at a convention and I was talking to Joe Rubenstein. He's a famous inker. And he says the one thing he hates is when he has someone give him pencils of a character like The Thing, where most of his job is just tracing a bunch of lines and he can't add much flair himself. He hates doing those more than anything. Is there a character that you don't like doing because of all the detail work you can't really express in your way very much?
No, I don't think so. Actually, no. I have a tough time painting Iron Man. It's like the colors that it's like a yellow that I don't really understand how to use. It's like a mixture between yellow and brown. So Iron Man and his suit is very difficult to draw. So I would say that.
All right. Jeff, you got any other questions for her? I'm kind of running
Yeah,
dry.
no,
I haven't even got to buy any art. I'm gonna have to do that when I get off here and go to your website.
do you have like any? Do you basically focus mainly on like superhero characters, or do you ever like feel like, okay, I just need to like take a break and do something that's not superhero-ish? Does it like ever like kind of not necessarily burn you out, but like just like clear your palette once in a while? You like to go draw flowers and trees or something?
Oh, I haven't really messed around with like nature or animals, but sometimes I do get tired of drawing comic book styles, and I'll draw faces of like celebrities just in my sketchbook, but not of any painting. So I do like
Right.
times.
It's cool. Are the faces like your favorite thing to do? Is that like
Yes,
right?
just recreate someone is awesome.
That's cool. No, I'm not. I have no artistic talent whatsoever. But I got a cousin who's a great artist, and I remember as a kid he would just sit around and draw like all day, and he would just sit there and do things like that, just sit there and draw faces all day, or he would just sit there and like draw hands, like to practice and to get better and all that stuff. And like I mean, no matter how much talent you got, you're always having to put effort and practice into your, whatever it is you're doing. So. Sometimes I think people don't always understand exactly what goes into being an artist, and uh, it's one of those things that like you can be a tremendous artist and you don't always get that break that you're looking for. So with being an artist, sometimes it's just that you need that one door to open for you. Otherwise, it can be hard to make a living out of it.
So, who are your artistic influences? I'm curious to know, who would you name?
Yes. I would say most definitely Jim Lee. I love the way he creates his art, and also Alex Ross. His artwork is just insane.
Alex Ross is my favorite.
Yes.
Alex Ross is great. Immortal Hulk, baby. What? Yes.
Yeah. Is there any comics you buy just because the cover art is so amazing?
Yes, I recently did that just at Florida SuperCon. I just picked up a bunch of comic books just because of the cover. Yeah, that's me.
I'm gonna take a hazard of here guessing. Immortal Hulk was one of them. Those Alex Ross covers are amazing.
Yes.
Let's see.
I did.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Alex Ross is good, but is there any like influences outside of like comic book artist style, artist wise, that you're into? Bob
Not
Ross or something maybe?
not
Just
really.
kidding.
It may just be different artists that I follow on Instagram, where I see different things that they do that I like or inspire me to try different things. So
That's cool. Have you ever taken an art class or anything, or you just always been good at it?
just as an elective in middle school and also in elementary, I just had the opportunity to take art classes, but it was like not a real art class. We just had to do different activities for grades.
Nice. For a commission, I believe it's like I don't know, it's on her art page is like $100, right? But said they were all sold out.
Oh, I did a commission recently for the Miles Morales Great Expectations. So I just did a commission for that. If you're making reference to that on my website.
One of the people in the chat was asking how much it costs for a commission, but I was looking at your website earlier and it wasn't allowing you to purchase a commission.
Yes, because someone recently they already took the slot for that commission,
Oh, so okay, you only do like one at a time, is what you're saying.
Well, since the person already paid for it, it won't allow you to purchase that specific item. It'll consider it to be out of stock.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just for a commission, though, right? Like.
But I'm always open for commissions right now. But for any size, like it depends on what size you want. An 8x10 is $20, 9x12 is 30, 11x14 is 40, and so on.
Got you. And what's the best way if somebody wanted to get in contact with you about a commission? Instagram, is that easier than your website?
Yes, you can always Instagram me, or if you go to my website, you can contact me through email.
Oh yeah, that's real.
Must a commission be done on canvas, or could someone send you like a blank sketch cover of a comic and see? I mean, it's kind of hard to paint those, but I was just curious.
I can do any medium, whether it's colored pencils or markers or just a sketch. So I'm open to any mediums, not just painting.
That's cool.
Oh, okay. So a sketch cover would be fine then. Do you charge based on how big your canvas is, or by how much? Like a lot of people do headshot, bust, and then full body. How do you?
My prices come strictly from the size of the canvas, not about the details that are on it.
Okay, that's good to know. So I hope that answers the question to whoever asked it then.
Yeah, that was Bo. We got another Robert, the comic book, G-Spot Galvin. He is asking, you said your favorite characters earlier were Spider-Man, was it Superman?
And Captain America.
And Captain America, okay. Do you have a favorite villain?
A favorite villain?
Yeah.
No.
Let me make it harder on her. What's your favorite villain, assuming you have one, and what's your favorite villain to do art with?
That Mysterio painting, first off, that is up on your website is amazing. Like freaking great.
Thank you. My favorite villain to paint will probably be the Joker, but my villain, I would say maybe right now is probably Mysterio.
I got you. Yeah, that painting, sick. Steve Whiting, what's up, Steve? Good to see you, man.
So I'm curious. You have the Killing Joker up there above your head. I'm curious. Did you go off of memory, or did you freeze a frame in one of the cartoon movies, or did you look at some artwork that someone had done in the comic The Killing Joke, or did you use a model to stand there and pose for you?
I use a combination of the original comic book panel, and then I also try to take different references of how other people draw the Joker and try to mash those two together.
Yeah. I asked that because you had mentioned you like Alex Ross, and he does a lot of photo, photo reference.
Yes.
Is what he uses a lot of. And I think that's probably why he's so good, because it's very hard to figure out lighting unless you light something very similar to how you want to have it on the piece.
Mm-hmm.
It is very hard. That's why.
Do you like MC Escher?
I've never heard of that, or if it's a person, I've never heard of that person.
Me neither. I thought you were going to say MC Hammer.
No, MC Escher. Looks like it's spelled Esther, but it's Escher. Type it in Google sometime, and a lot of his artwork will come up. It's amazing. He's famous for the stairs.
Oh, I know.
Staircase that's going all weird. You've probably seen it, even though you didn't know it was him.
Yeah, the hands, those hands that are like drawing.
Yeah, another one of his famous pieces is he's holding a glass ball, and he draws his own reflection, drawing himself.
Yeah.
So has anyone in the chat asked another question?
I
can't really see.
I'm checking. I was looking at that other stuff. What's up, Highlight Comics? Let's see. I don't see anymore.
Well, I have one then.
Okay.
Do you like to use colors pre-made, or do you love mixing the colors? Because I know sometimes there's only certain colors. You want it a pink, but maybe not that pink, and you have to adjust it yourself. How do you do your, like, do you do like Bob Ross where they have all the little splatches on their board, or do you have something laid out? How do you have your utensils done?
Normally, I just start with a clear palette and I just use the colors as needed because sometimes I paint slow and I don't want the colors to dry out. But I like colors that are pre-made, so I work on painting a little later. The colors will be the same, but if I have to mix my own colors, I try to do all of that in one sitting so that the color is the same.
Okay, cool. So have you? No, that's too mean. I won't ask that. Not me,
Robert,
to you. But.
Robert Galvin is asking how long she's been doing art, and I believe it's since she was about 6 years old, correct?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
How long have you been selling art?
Since what grade? I think I've been selling art since I was about in the 7th grade. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I did. I had over 5 years of art, but I tell people the only thing I can do is abstract, and the reason is because no one knows what that is. It's abstract, you know.
Oh, man, that's better than what I could do.
Yeah. But one of the favorite things we did in art class was the teacher gave us a chair, you know, like your standard chair you have in high school. And what we had to do was take a famous piece of art and then redo the art on the bottom and the back of the chair. So what we had to do was Van Gogh's Starry Night, and we had, you know, the night sky and all that in the bottom, and then, you know, the bottom of the chair was the other half of the painting. And that was one of the coolest things I had done in art school. Or, well, not art school, art class. What was the favorite thing you did that maybe inspired something?
In my art class, we did a lot of different collages, but one assignment that sticks out the most to me is that we had to listen to a song and just paint and create the certain beats in the song in a painting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Of course, they never gave us the chair back, by the way, which I was always angry about. The best pieces I did, they didn't give me back. Oh, well. I guess when you do it for the man. But, Jeff, what else we got to ask this fine young lady?
Oh, Highlight Comics is asking who her favorite artist was. Did we determine that was Alex Ross earlier? Is that what we said?
And Jim Lee, right?
And Jim Lee. That's right. Do you have a favorite comic book character, like a storyline in a comic book?
Yes, Spider-Man Back in Black.
Back in Black, yeah, that's cool.
Yes. That's a good one.
Oh, what? You do video game characters too?
Yes.
Oh, are you gonna draw some more of those or what?
Yes, I hope so. I want to do Sub-Zero from Mortal.
Oh, nice. Do you have a favorite video game?
Probably Grand Theft Auto.
Yes, that's cool.
So, when you do video game artwork, is it current stuff, or are you drawing like Link from 1988?
Right now, it's current, but I would like to do some from back in the day.
Yeah, some Mega Man. Do some Mega Man. That's some good stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually never played Mega Man.
Oh, that's like my favorite, man. I just picked up some Mega Man comic books too, because I'll show
Do they have
you.
a comic book?
Well, yeah. I just picked this one up because I found out it was done by Scotty Young. So I'm actually like I'm always talking crap about Scotty Young's artwork because it's cool. He's good, but like for a comic book, I want like a serious art piece. I'm like, I don't know. And he draws like, you know, real fun loving like art. And when I'm buying an Immortal Hulk comic book, I just want something insane and like crazy. Like I want to see the Hulk raged out breaking stuff, and then I see this little drawing where it looks like a pickle, and I'm not like a fan of it. But I saw that, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's an amazing. I love that. And I found out it's Scotty Young, and I was like, oh, I gotta get it because I talked so much about Scotty Young's art. So yeah, Mega Man comic book.
How do you feel about the other art mediums, like using digital art?
Well, with digital art, it's very different from painting, but in the research, but it's not something that I do over physically drawing with paper and pencil and on a canvas.
Right. Yeah, I asked that because one of my other favorite artists, his name is Ariel Olivetti, and he's a digital artist, whereas Alex Ross, just does paintings for the most part. And anyway, they both are very similar, but Ariel, of course, has his differences, and it's digital, and then Alex does the painted. So I was just curious, do you have is there any kind of art that you don't even want to try, like sculpting?
Oh, that was kind of leads into my next question too, was have you ever tried any other art mediums such as like clay modeling or something like that? So yeah.
I did try sculpting. I tried to make a few miniature sculptures once. It did not turn out great. I'm just not good at that at all whatsoever.
It's okay.
Let's see, it looks like Chad from 90 MF Comics has joined us here.
Yeah.
He's talking about that pickle Hulk, man. You started something else, Jeff.
I know. They all, Chad flaked out last night, Chad. I don't care if you had to work.
Well, is there anything coming up that you would like anyone to know, Gabby? Or is there a YouTube video you're about to drop, or is there something on the horizon with your website or with a convention you're going to try and go to?
I'm about to drop a video. It should be released on Monday. It's going to be an update from San Diego Comic-Con 2019.
You went?
No, I did not go. I'm just talking about all the trailers and different news that we got from
Top Gun too.
Yeah. But as far as comic conventions, I'm planning on going to MegaCon 2020. But in the fall, I will be attending college, so I won't be able to go to any cons for the rest of the year.
Con, right?
Are you studying an artistic major or something else?
No, I'm actually going to be studying film and TV production because I want to be a film director.
Yeah, I'll be.
Well, you can tell with the quality of your videos. I mean, you've got, I think, like 10 or 15 on your channel right now, and the first one you ever did looks better than what I'm doing now. So.
Thank you.
You know what I think would be cool? It's probably not easy to do because of, with, being acrylic art, I'm sure it takes time to do a painting, but it would be kind of cool if you were to like do some kind of like a time-lapse video of you actually doing a painting, like painting one or something, you know what I mean? I think that would be very enjoyable.
Didn't you do that with your Batman?
Yes, I do have a few on my Instagram. Yeah, I did do that on my Batman. That one's on my YouTube channel, and yeah, it's on my YouTube channel for that one.
Well, there you go. Just gotta watch it.
Awesome. Solve that problem.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if any of you watching have not subbed to her yet.
Just go do it. Like,
go ahead.
Yeah, usually I tell people to go check somebody out, see if you like it, and then subscribe. But just go subscribe because you're gonna like it.
Yeah, he's right. You're gonna like it.
Yeah. If you don't, then you shouldn't even be watching.
If college doesn't work out, she's got the painting, and if the painting doesn't work out, she's doing great on the film and stuff too. So either way, you're gonna like it. Well, all right. I'm kind of dry on questions, Jeff. Do you have anything else you wanna?
No, I'm good. Do you have anything you want to ask us? Probably not. We don't have anything worth asking, but
not really. But I'm so thankful that you guys had me on the show.
Oh, we're thankful to have you here. It's not every day we get a big celebrity.
Yeah, you're celebrity to us. You actually do something. We,
Yeah, no joke. Like we just get on here and talk. You're actually talented, you know.
Yeah.
It's good.
I mean, I have a talent, but it's nothing to do with comics, so it's never on here. So it's
Yeah.
nice to have someone that has some be on the show for once. Most of the time, we're just a bunch of collectors, but it's we do have some artists in the community. We've had a few of them on the show, but no one really sells and does art as a main thing like you do. So thanks again for coming. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
For sure.
if there's nothing else, then everyone, if you haven't seen Jeff,
No, Chad.
I have no idea why you haven't seen Jeff. He's with me all the time on the show. But
Nobody
if you
knows
haven't,
me.
he's linked in the description, and above him is Gabby, and she is also Californiablend. That's how she is on YouTube, and she's Californiablend on Instagram. I believe that link is in the chat, but her YouTube is linked in the description. And if I can, I'll try and add the Instagram as well, but I don't know.
And
I've never
if you
done it
look,
before, so I'll try, but we don't know for sure.
I
If
did.
you-
Yeah, I put it on because I did like a little thing on my channel telling people that we were going to be on today instead of tomorrow. I got all the links to her Instagram, her store, and her
Well,
YouTube,
in that
so you can
case,
find them there.
use the link to Jeffrey's channel, watch that video, and you'll have everything all in one video. And
Yes.
Jeff, do you have anything coming up as far as videos or anything you want to mention before we leave?
I got Coast to Coast with Rod, Just the Rican, later today at 5, and then that's it pretty much for today. So,
All
not a
right.
whole
And,
lot.
I've got a show hopefully tomorrow I'm going to do with JP Budget Collecting. I am looking for a grail, and we're going to see if we can't narrow down which one I'm going for, and then we're going to try and do something that I don't think's been done before, and I'll let you know more about that tomorrow. So I guess thanks everyone for coming. Thanks everybody in the chat. Thanks Jeff. Thanks
Yeah,
Gabby.
thank you guys.
We appreciate everybody, and
Yeah, thank you, Gabby. Appreciate
we'll
having you.
see everyone later.